Takes it off.
Fine. Okay, here we are again in front of the ReVibed Records backdrop for Focus Wales 2024. Delighted to get Whitney Lyman here from the US. Whitney, welcome to Wales. Welcome to Wrexham.
Thank you so much.
How's it going for you?
It's amazing. Already I'm in love with this town, and everyone's been so kind and welcoming, and yeah, I love it here.
Great.
So.
Just tell us a bit about yourself. About your background. And then how you got to where you got to.
Yeah, I grew up in Idaho. I went to Seattle for music school. Did the whole Seattle music scene there. They have quite an epic scene.
Right.
And then I made my way to California a few years ago, so that's where I'm living now.
Right.
And yeah, just keep on, pursuing my music career and building it up, and done a lot of different bands and a lot of my solo things. So now I'm here.
So what kind of music would you say you specialize in? What's your kind of genre, if you want?
Well, it's described in so many different ways because I have a lot of influences from, rock, pop. I even studied jazz and classical. So I have a lot of orchestral elements. All of that kind of ends up in the music. So alternative, indie pop, whatever you want to call it, singer-songwriter, I don't know.
So what influences would you say have shaped you most then? Who's any artist that you really kind of look up to?
Well, one of my favorite bands of all time is Queen.
Oh, okay.
So
you get on well with Claire, because Claire loves Queen as well. So
love them. I love David Bowie.
Okay.
I love singers like Frank Sinatra and Ella Fitzgerald. Really strong, vocalists and melodies are important for me. Okay. And yeah, I mean, there's so many. It's hard to list them all.
So how's it been? You're singing songwriter as well, obviously. How's it hard it been to kind of get to where you are now, or to kind of to kind of, I suppose, achieve what you've achieved to this date?
It definitely has taken a lot of work, a lot of years of grinding and performing and gigging all the time, just to get to a point where it's more frequent, and now gaining some more momentum and attention from people. And I think for us it's been coming to Europe and coming to the UK has given a little boost, actually. Getting more people's eyes and ears on the music.
That gives a nice segue into what I was going to ask next, really, is Wrexham's a long way from California.
Mm-hmm.
So why Focus Wales? What's attracted you to Focus Wales?
Well, I performed in Bucharest last September, and that's where I met Andy Jones, one of the founders of Focus Wales. And he saw me perform and invited me to come here, and I was like, yes, of course, I'd love to, and that's how I ended up here.
Yeah, it's been a busy few days, I suppose. When did you come over?
Yeah, I came over a few days ago. Flew from California after a long night, and then drove over from London and had a couple days to rehearse with my band, who are actually some local Wrexham musicians, and someone from London as well. So we had some time to rehearse before our performances.
How have you found that? That must be quite difficult, playing with a brand new brand.
Yeah, I mean, that can be difficult, but luckily I found some amazing musicians. Steve Jones,
Andy's brother,
who I didn't even realize was his brother until later, and then James Edwards on drums, and then my friend from London, Mike White. So when you have really great musicians like that, and we had time ahead of time to have virtual meetings every week, and they were able to rehearse the songs ahead of time. I could just jump in, and they sounded amazing on my songs. So I really lucked out with finding some great players.
I think it's underestimated. I think I'm not going to use the word session musicians. That's unfair. But I think when you look at these very, very talented guys, it's underestimated how hard that actually is, and how talented they have to be able to kind of move into each of the individual, especially when they're songs that have been written by somebody that is a long way away, basically. And clearly you've got some drives behind what you've written, and them trying to interpret that must be difficult for them.
Well, I don't think it was difficult because they're just so talented.
Yeah,
so.
That's fair. That's fair. And I suppose it's a great networking opportunity being here as well. There's a lot of the speed meetings going on, and a lot of right people in this industry in this part of the world, I suppose.
Yeah, that was part of the opportunity to come here, is to meet some agents, meet some promoters, and just try to build on that momentum that we have going.
And I hear you've been to the football ground. Is that
I
correct?
just barely went and saw the stadium.
So you had to do it, didn't you? From
I
the
had
US.
to.
That's a bit of a good pilgrimage.
When I found out I was going to be coming here, I watched the show to get some research in, and just fell in love with it, of course.
The story's amazing.
The story is amazing. It's inspiring, and it really, I mean, it shows what this town is made of, and I was just so excited to come. I'm glad that I got to have a private tour. It felt like the star treatment.
Absolutely. No, I think it is one of those things from our perspective as well. Obviously, that kind of publicity is amazing, and you can't buy that. And you know, having the investment that's gone into there, the profile that's gone alongside it, Focus Wales for me, you know, it's going to grow on the back of that as well. You know, 'cause it's natural that's going to happen, which is fantastic.
Yeah, because Focus Wales has been going on a lot longer than that story, so it would be great to see that reach, you know, the same level of attraction.
Absolutely. So what's next for you then? You know, I don't mean today, you know, but where you go next, you know, 12 months, 18 months, 2 years, what's big for you?
Well, I mean, who knows where it's gonna go, but the plan is hopefully to, you know, get some more European tours going on, world tours, and I'd love to take this band with me on the road, because they're
I'm sure they wouldn't mind that.
I hope so. Yeah, let's make it happen, and just keep growing. I mean, that's the goal. So
Going on to a slightly different subject, because I don't know if you know, I've got a couple of different hats here. I obviously run the record shop here, but I work for Bank of America, which I think you know anyway. I'm the chairman of the LGBTQ plus community in a chapter in Chester. You know, and I think that's another kind of area I know you've got interest in, and I know something that you actually feel you love to support. So, you know, partnerships and that going forward, is that the kind of thing you're thinking of as well?
Yeah, that's amazing, and I mean, coming from Seattle, we have a really big community there too, and that's, you know, something that I definitely support, and it's all about partnerships, because you know, that's how we lift each other up in a lot of ways. So definitely.
Okay. I wish you all the best. It's great that you could pop in. I say it's a bit of an impromptu chat, so really appreciate your time. Coming to see you tonight. So looking forward to that. That'd be fantastic.
Yeah, the Fat Boar at 6:45.
Absolutely. Yeah, we will be there without a shadow of a doubt, and I wish you all the best. So thank you very much for your time.
Thank you so much.
Nice to meet you. Take care, Whitney.